I mean, I'm excited just to be out here and just be able to just perform at my best. Last year I wasn't able to be 100% at all during the season, and I feel like this year coming into the season that I'm in the best shape that I've been in, and I'm just excited to play JMU ball.
You talked about not being 100% last year at any point. How much different does it feel going into a game this year, being in this spot you are now?
Oh, that's a big difference because mentally it makes me more confident. Physically, makes me more confident in myself as well. And I feel like it plays in a lot of roles where my gameplay out there, how I'm doing with the plays and stuff like that. It just gives me that push to just be my best out there.
Did you kind of miss, this routine of, game week,
Uh,
being able to be out there toward the end of the year last year?
100%. I mean, it hurts not being out there with my guys, and I mean, I'm always going to be cheering them on and stuff like that. But just sitting back and I wasn't at North Dakota State, so I was watching it on TV and just wishing I was able to be there with them and just support them. But it's a new year and we're here now.
Yeah, what have you seen from Middle Tennessee's defense kind of early in game prep?
I mean, they have a bigger defense. They've lost a lot of guys, but I mean, they've filled those spots in. It's not going to be anything that we haven't seen before. So I mean, we're just preparing this week and just focusing on ourselves and just focusing on doing our job.
Yesterday, Coach talked about running back rotation and using a lot of backs. Kind of, what have you kind of seen from that? And when you look at guys like Luchal and Kalon who be in that mix, what is it kind of like to have those two guys with you?
I think it's great to have those guys because they bring a different skill set, and I believe that the coaches have been using all the backs in a great way and just using their talent in the best way possible so that they can be in a position that they can be successful.
What's kind of been emphasized in the running back room going into this game prep with Middle Tennessee? I know last year they led the FBS in takeaways. What's kind of been emphasized?
Just emphasizing ball security, just focusing on it more and just doing more drills to make sure that is a focus when we're out there playing the game, and that at all times during the game we're focused on the ball because that is the important part.
You and I talked before you guys went to New Orleans, and you talked about how, last year you wanted it to be that moment of that final moment, that perfect ending story, and now you're getting an opportunity to do that the way that you want to end it. I mean, knowing that the season is on its way, and it feels a little bit more real than the last time we talked about it.
Yeah.
I mean, has it kind of sunk in, you're about to really start this final journey yet?
It's sunk in a little bit, but I've been holding myself back just because the hardest part is being patient. I've been excited for months, but I've been trying to just keep myself calm just because I want to make it to Saturday, and I want to just be level-headed, and then I'll let it all on the field on Saturday. But the hardest part has just been being patient and just taking one day at a time.
Mm-hmm. And then talk to me a little bit about what you've seen out of Solomon over the last few years. Last year, having a bunch of opportunities to be able to move around a little bit. What have you seen out of his versatility and what he could be for this team?
I've seen Solomon grow over the past few years. I remember when he first came in, little Saul, and I've seen him grow into the player he is today. And one thing about him is whatever opportunity that he's given, he's going to take advantage of it, and he's going to go 100%, and he's going to be 100% at it. So that's something I really respect about him.
What kind of opportunity is this for this program for you guys to kind of show off what you've been to maybe a new audience that hasn't been paying attention to JMU or the FCS now that you're up at the FBS? Do you look at that as kind of an opportunity to show what this program has been about?
Oh, 100%. This allows us to really show everyone JMU football, and it shows everyone that we've been able to play at this stage. We've had the talent to play at this stage, and I feel like this year will just allow us to just turn heads and just allow people to see JMU as a university, JMU as athletics, and just JMU football.
What have you seen from Wayne Knight going through fall camp? I know he's someone who, Kalon spoke really highly of him last week. What have you kind of seen from Wayne?
As a freshman, yeah, he's very focused, and you can tell that he wants to play. He's been locked in. He's been asking questions, and he's been attention to detail, and that's big coming for a freshman. And the coaches see that as well, and they've given him a lot of responsibilities too, and he's just been taking it, and he's been doing well with it.
When you look at this running back room, you talked about kind of, being dynamic and everyone can do a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
How much easier does that make it for you kind of to do your job, knowing that there's kind of other guys that can do other things in different times of the game?
It makes it a lot easier on me, and I feel like that speaks a lot about our room in itself, because our room is very versatile. Everyone has a different skill that they can go out there and perform. But one thing about our room is we have a standard, and whoever's in the game at that time, we know that they're gonna uphold the standard. So whether it's Wayne in the game, Kalon, Latrell, or anybody, we know that they're gonna make a play, and we're gonna be constantly on the sideline just cheering them on, and we're excited to just see them play.
If you could use one word to describe Latrell and Kalon, what would it be like for each guy?
Trell, I would have to say like a pounder, because he'll go downhill and he'll give the boom. And then Kalon, I would have to say he's a little bit of a finesse back, because he's got this crazy dead leg and sometimes he gets a little shifty in the hole, which is he does some incredible things at times. So those are the words I have to give those two.
And then you talk about you being back healthy at the beginning of the year, but Kalon kind of in a similar boat as you. Mm-hmm. What has it been like, to see him out there now gearing up for game week with him again?
I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting to just see his excitement and just how happy he is to actually be on the field and actually be able to run with the guys and go through drills, go through practice. And I mean, I'm happy that he's out there. It encourages me too, just having my boy out there, and I'm happy that he's able to play again.
Having a deep room like that through camp, does that bring added competition, kind of make camp a little more exciting rather than maybe not having as deep of a room?
Our running back room always has competition, but it's good competition. It's a fine line between brotherhood and competitive excellence. So even though Latrell would be out there playing the game, I'm cheering for him, I'm excited for him, but he makes a play, I know that I have to go in there, and I'm I have to make a play now. But that's still my brother, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's what makes our room and what makes our room so great.
How do you kind of cultivate that competitiveness, where it's healthy competitiveness, and straying from the fact that you guys are all so talented, not making it maybe toxic or stuff like that?
Well, we strive on having the foundation of brotherhood. So from the beginning, from even winter workouts, summer, wherever it starts, wherever we have that brotherhood, and it starts with brotherhood. And every single day we're consistently trying to push each other. We'll hold each other accountable, and it's all out of love. We know it's not out of hate or anything like that, and we know that just competing against each other every single day just allows us to become better as running backs.
So we asked Isaac this. We're going to ask you this too.
Okay.
Any game day traditions you're excited to do, or your game day superstitions you're excited to do this weekend?
Personally, or
all
with
of the
team?
above. All of the above.
I'm excited for the Duke Walk. Excited for the Duke Walk. We haven't really done a real Duke Walk just because of COVID and stuff the past 2 years and stuff. But I'm excited for that. And I watch Cops on every Friday. Wherever we're at, I don't know what's going on. Wherever we're at, wherever we go, Cops are always on Fridays. So that's one of my little traditions. I'll watch Cops till I fall asleep and put a game. Oh, I don't even know the channel. I just click through, and even if we're Rhode Island or whatever, they're gonna have Cops on Friday.